Okay, it's been a while since I shot the last video. I'm back here at the Dekalb Classic Auto Factory where we're doing the body work and getting ready for paint on the 66 Coronet. You can see it there on the, would you call that a rotisserie?
Yes.
On a body rotisserie. And pretty much it's all torn down. This is the original on the car, but not original born with front fender. This is a 500 fender from when it got in its accident, which we filled the holes and we're actually putting it back to basically the trim and emblems that you would have saw on the 440. But this is the original metal that came off of it. Very solid. You can see here that the holes and patchwork's been done. Can you turn this over? We'll show you the underside of it. All metal. There was some rust. And what parts did you fix and replace on here that was rusty?
This brace was rusted out.
So this brace was rusted out?
From here to here it was gone, and in here it was gone.
Okay, so now it's all new metal here. All the rust has been addressed on this thing.
And it's re-welded back in. I removed it off the car, or off the fender, and fixed it up. Painted both the backside and glued it back down.
And I'm not a body or a paint guy. Before this goes back on, because this is the inside, you paint the outside. What gets done on the inside to prep it so it doesn't rust on the inside out?
Usually, this car is going to get painted the factory color, and then it's got an undercoating that's sprayed over it in certain spots.
Okay.
But this car was all original. The factory paint on the inside of the fenders, wheelhouses, and undercarriage. So
that sounds
I'll
good.
Go back to that.
So let's take a look at the car itself. So the trunk and the hood, I believe they sent out for an acid bath?
Yeah, a chemical strip.
For a chemical strip. Everything else is being done either by sandblasting or by hand. So far, I would say no rot on this car. Few little spots that we've had to address, but no rot. And you can see pretty much everything on this is going to be addressed. This is the original trunk. There is absolutely no patches, no metal work that was ever done in this trunk. And I don't think, other than maybe welding up a hole that they drilled in here, there's nothing you're really doing with the body.
Where the fuel lines
Actually, I think that's a stock hole. They just has to have a plug put in it. But for the most part, yeah, this is pretty much as is. These trunk wells on the B bodies are always rotted. These are all pretty solid. Right here, this is a Mopar problem area that most people know. Now that the trim's been removed, I was worried that we were going to be rotted here.
No.
We're really clean and solid. So the good news is we don't have any rust repair here. So this is all original day one metal there. As you might have remembered in an earlier video, the guy that basically raced this opened up the wheel well to put bigger tires in. So we did put in the new lower metal to basically put it back to its stock wheel well housing. So that's really about the only metal work that's really been done on this car.
That quarter's been replaced.
The which?
That quarter.
Oh yeah, the other side too. These are the door jambs. Again, no rust. Nothing's been done to these door jambs. There's your floorboard. A little dirty, but still has the factory paint. Still has the factory color. Everything in here is really solid. We'll do a little bit of cleaning up and new paint on it. The dash area, we're going to return that back to its original blue color. It was painted black at one point, but it's going to go back to being blue. And this is the color blue that the car was original. We're going to paint it its stock color blue. The doors are over here. And as far as I can say about doors, again, knowing Mopars, the corners of these always rot out.
There was one hole.
And the corners of this, usually you don't even see the folds in them. You can see that these folds are pretty good. My understanding, you found one spot. Where was the spot?
This can be hard to tell.
Well, hard to tell is good. It means you did a great job.
I don't know what which door it was.
All right, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't know where the spot was that was fixed, but it was fixed with metal.
Yeah.
We don't have any Bondo or fill in here. You know, we're going to obviously have Bondo, as all cars do, as far as blocking goes to get it perfect.
I do have pictures
But
of
we
it.
have nothing that is actually fill. It's going to be all metal. We get to the front part. You can see it's pretty much stripped down to its frame. Every aspect of the frame and firewall is being addressed. They questioned whether or not I was going to put the tack on here. That was day 2. I'm still undecisive, so we're going to clean this up, and I'll decide if I'm going to put the tack that was on there.
There's
Here.
the rust hole.
Up, wait. So if you can see his phone, there's what the rust hole looks like, and a big glob of welding and metal, but now it's all ground down, and it's 100% metal. Here's the other side, fender. So they're prepping this one right now as we speak. Actually, I'm probably interrupting them from doing their work. But again, this is all solid metal. I have to find the correct template for the holes for the 440 strip and emblems and stuff, because we have to convert that to a 440 fender.
The only rust on the fender was right here.
All right, so we had a big spot right there. Looks like about 3" by 2". Right now it looks like a glob, but I'm sure when it's done, it's going to look like one piece of metal.
Smoothed out.
Be all smooth it out and look really good. But the good thing is there's no hiding anything on this. You know, in the far future, if I ever move this car, whoever gets it next could be assured that this is all metal. Nothing underneath this car is bondoed or patched in a bad way. It's all done the right way. And it started out as a solid car, so it's not like we, had to do much to it to begin with. So here's the other side. Fender's done. The roof is no longer white. It's going to be body color.
We haven't done.
Right. Oh, they're going to tip it so we can see the underside of it. This will be cool. I've never seen it in that view before. Okay, let's watch this ride. This is how you turn a car upside down. Make sure your tools are not in the car first. All right, so let's go see what we have on the underside. This is great. I don't have to bend over to show you what's on the underside. All right. How's that for 100% original Mopar floor pans and metal? Nothing underneath this car has been replaced. Yes, there was maybe a little repair here and there from a safety loop going off and gouging the floor. We're gonna fix that. But the trunk, everything on this is stock. Everything on this is original metal, and it is solid. Like I said, there's a few holes that were drilled for wires and other things. We're going to address that, but very little. And of course, when we reassemble it, it's going to have all new suspension. We have it out for powder coating, the K-frame and the control arms, and we pretty much are going to run everything new from the tailpipe to the headlights. So it's been a while since I did the last video, but you can see that a lot of progress has been done, and I think we're almost at the point where we're going to be moving a lot faster. This is the slow part. This is
the long process.
So once this process is over, we get going. And the part I like is the reassembling. I can't wait for that.